This week, season 50 of Survivor premieres right here on CBS. A whole new crew of castaways will try to outwit, outplay, and outlast their way to a $1 million prize. Since 2000, can you believe it? 2000 was the year that it premiered. More than 700 contestants have played television's ultimate game across 714 episodes, and that includes Lindsay Carmine. She was a castaway on season 43. She's a self-described Survivor superfan, and she spent 21 years vying for a spot on the island. She is here with us, but we have a picture of you when you were just starting out trying to get on the island. You're here this morning to share your experience in the preview Survivor 50, what we're in store for. Look at this.
Wow.
That is you the first time you tried to get on Survivor, and that is you when you actually made it onto the island. Lindsay, good morning.
No, I haven't. I always say I'm looking fine wine. Thanks for having me. Yeah, that was definitely a long journey.
So give us a sense, and our audience a sense, of what the castaways are in store for once they get on the island.
I think it's a celebration of season 50. Are you asking like what we're expecting for season 50?
No, what they are expecting once they get there, because there's it must be very different to watch the show like we all do and then experience it.
Like it does. You say all the time, oh, I could do that. This is how I would do things. But when they maroon you on the island, they literally drop you off, that boat leaves, and you're stuck thinking, what do we do, right? Do we start building shelter? Do we start a fire? And you're playing the game too, so you're trying to be strategic and social. You don't want to be too bossy, but you don't want to be too laid back. So it's all about finding balance.
What was the biggest surprise for you, being a super fan, knowing so many details, and then actually facing the reality of what it was really like?
I think the most frustrating part is there's a lot you can control out there. You can't control your energy level. You can't, so you get out there and you're ready to do the challenge, and in your mind you think you can do it, but your body has a different idea, and you can only be as strong as the energy that you have and the food that you're eating. So it's tough.
you were able to outwit, outplay, outlast for 9 days,
Correct.
right? And you went through at least 3 tribal councils before you were voted off.
One
tribal council. All right. So I have 2 questions for you. Number one, is there anything when you look back at that time, do you think to yourself, I should have done this differently? And 2, what do you do once you're voted off?
Okay.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you obviously think about all the things that you should have done. I would have just probably kept my mouth shut, which we all know I do a lot of talking.
That's good advice for me.
I probably would have been a little bit more quiet and less opinionated. After you get voted off, you are put in this tent, and
not a nice hotel?
No. Well, you get to go to Ponderosa, which is this really nice Fijian resort. Afterwards, they give you a massage and basically 24-hour room service. It's amazing.
Okay.
But you also sit around and think about, I wish I was just starving on an island and I haven't bathed and I was pooping in the water. Like, you want to do all the crazy things that you swear you wouldn't want to do in everyday life.
So you mean, you're in the lap of luxury? But then you're thinking about...
I was. I refused to take a shower for the first hour after I got... Because I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and this is a version of myself that I wanted for 22 years. And I kept thinking to myself, the second I take a shower, Survivor Lindsay's gone.
Like,
and I now have to become
fancy hotel room, and you're like on a hunger strike. You're like not bathing.
Yes.
And you cancel the massage.
Yes. It's interesting. The way that we figure out who got voted off the island when we have already been voted off is we listen to what food orders the person that just got voted off has now placed at Ponderosa, because there's a long boat ride. And so we'll hear through the mic, like the castaway that just got voted off is asking for a large pizza, a hamburger, chicken wings. And so we're trying to think, like, who was talking about that? Who got voted off?
So
do you get to talk to each other at the hotel?
Once we get voted off, we're definitely that's all we do is talk
to
each other. Yeah, we talk about secrets and secret alliances.
That sounds like fun.
It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of healing that goes on.
So for people who aren't as familiar with Survivor by now, which are probably few and far between, just to, can you take anything on the island? Like, where are you sleeping? How are you?
Oh, okay. So we were sleeping on the beach, and there was 45-mile-an-hour winds. hands. There are fire ants crawling all over you. There's
Mosquitoes?
not as many mosquitoes. I think I was really surprised by like the flying attacking birds. I was really surprised by the amount of snakes. A lot of sea slugs. I ate burnt. What did I eat? I ate a lot of lizards. I ate sea crabs,
Wait,
sand
how do you cook
crab.
lizards?
You just throw it over the fire and it burns. I had to suck snails out of shells, but they're like super small and they have this like layer. It's really difficult.
And then when you got to the hotel, you were like, I wish I was eating
Yes,
a
I wish I was
lizard
eating
right now.
a sea slug and a lizard with a side of lizard.
I do.
So the question that I have, which I think a lot of people will have, is after having watched so many seasons of Survivor, as we all have, you probably think to yourself, well, I know that Richard Hatch did this, and I know, right? You know, do you get to the island and everything you thought you knew about the game, you start giving orders, and you're like, that's how it worked for this winner. It doesn't work like that, right?
No, because I think the fascinating thing about Survivor and why it's lasted longer than probably any other reality TV show is that even though the game is the same, the people are different. And yes, it's a game about physical strength, and yes, it's a game about strategy. But at the end of the day, this is a social game.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how well you play the game. If people don't like you, you're not going to win. And
So
I
is it
think
better to be liked, or is it better to be strong and strategic?
I think you have to be liked. Because you can be strong and strategic, and if people don't like you, they're not going to give you $1 million at the end of the day.
You're out of here. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. We
That's
can talk
so
forever.
interesting. You should be like our Survivor correspondent
Yes.
on CBS
I mean,
Morning.
say less.
Yes. We love that.
Thank
okay,
you.
Lindsay Carmine, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Survivor Season 50 premieres this Wednesday night at 8 Eastern Pacific right here on CBS and Paramount+. And we'll continue to get you ready. Next week on CBS Mornings, we'll chat with Colby Donaldson, who is making his third attempt at winning, and host and executive producer Jeff Probst, who has been there since the very beginning.
I always love talking to Jeff.